record on this computer. All right, welcome to today's Zoom session. Congratulations here for being on. As I was just discussing before I clicked record, MintHub has gone up a little bit over 8% in just the last few days. That price increase just happened today, right before the Zoom session. So congratulations for everybody who has been getting in and participating. At the moment, everybody's in profit, which is absolutely amazing. Another thing that I was wanting to discuss here is what's been going on with Bitcoin. If you have a look now in regards to the news with the SEC, Bitcoin is becoming as mainstream as it gets. It's going to be, I believe, traded in the stock market. It's going to be completely public. And it's something that the regulators realize that they're not able to regulate the crypto market. Everything's on the blockchain. Everything is decentralized. They have no sense of control over the crypto market. And this actually meant that it's the greatest transfer of wealth in human history. They understood that Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the crypto market in general is not something that can be controlled, which is major, major, major news. It means that they have given up. Now, if we look at how things are in this world right now, there are very few organizations that truly run the world. And if even they have given up on being able to control Bitcoin, to control the crypto market, it shows how effective it is. Decentralization simply means that if I was to send money to Sadak, send payment to Sadak, or Sadak would send payment to me. I'm just using Sadak here as an example because he's on this Zoom session. Then there is no middleman. None of these large entities, none of the banks are involved. I can send $1 million, he can send $1 million, and it's in either one of our accounts instantly, which is absolutely amazing, with no sense of having any kind of control from a large company. SEC have realized this. Obviously, these large entities have realized this, and then they decided we need to just give up this war that we have with the crypto market. And the war that they had was that they were trying the best way they can to regulate the crypto market, to regulate it in a sense that anyone who wanted to spend in crypto, they wanted to make it as difficult as possible to put money back into your bank account, for example, or to liquidate your crypto into USD, and to put your USD into crypto, into Bitcoin, or whatever the case is. They have given up on that. They said, we can't do this. We can't control this. It's decentralized. We know that we were not able to do it, and there is no point in fighting this war. So they have actually taken a step back and said, you know what? We need to just legalize things completely and place it in the stock market, get involved in it, and make it legal tender. And so this is something that's been, that actually has officially happened with Bitcoin, which is absolutely incredible news. What it means is that Bitcoin has become as mainstream as possible. And so there's going to be a lot more money that's going to dive into Bitcoin, that's going to dive into the crypto market in general. What that means for MintHub is that by the time MintHub goes public, not only is it altcoin season, but people have a very high affinity, a very positive affinity towards the crypto market. Me and you are actually considered early adopters in crypto because you go out there and some people just don't understand what crypto is, what blockchain is, what decentralized is, and they don't understand that everything is going to move into the crypto market, literally everything. They don't understand that. They still think that it is some kind of a bubble. They still think that it's something that only some people are involved in. They don't get it. And so we're actually early adopters. Now with what's happened with the SEC, what's going to happen is Bitcoin and the crypto market in general is going to be a lot more mainstream, which is absolutely fantastic news for MintHub. Just based off of this, MintHub, for example, just went up a little bit over 8% in just the last few days. And it's been going up anywhere between 1% and 3% every single day since its start. Right now, from the starting price of $0.005, it's actually gone up a little bit over 300%. It's gone up 307% out of 3,000%, by the way. So you still have almost 10x that you can make if you get into MintHub right now. And that is right when it lists. When it lists, the price is going to increase even further from there. And there's going to be another 2 very large price increases, which I explain on email every time that there's a price increase. So if you go ahead and have a look at your email, the price increase email, or if you just go on Telegram and you have a look at some of the price increase messages that I give, I actually explain how MintHub, in my opinion, will hit at least $1 a coin. At least $1 a coin, which is very, very large returns for you. And I explain it as simply as possible with real numbers, backed by real data. And I give you an example, and that's basically the price increase email. It literally explains everything to you. Now, for those of you that are completely new here, once again, all you have to do, right? Because this Zoom session here is not going to, I'm not here to explain Cryptonet Network. I'm not here to explain MintHub to you or any of those details, because they are literally accessible to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. All you have to do is log in to your dashboard and follow these steps. So for example, here, you can actually click this step 1 over here. And when you click it, it's going to take you to the video presentation over here for Cryptonet Accelerator. This video will literally explain absolutely everything for you. Absolutely everything for you. So I'm going to go back to the dashboard now. Randolph just asked, what is the price per token? So I'll take you to this particular dashboard I have here. I have another account where I put in the big boy money. But over here, I've invested, what, $11,600. So Randolph, the price now for MintHub is a little bit over 2 cents. 0.02035, and it started at 0.005. So it's gone up by 307%, but it will go up to 0.15. So it's going to still go up almost 10x from here. It's going to go up about almost 8 times from this particular price point, and then it's going to list on PancakeSwap. After that, they're going to list on pretty much exchanges, as many exchanges as possible. And I explained why they plan to list on as many exchanges as possible. I'm also going to personally help them with some contacts, etc., to make sure that that happens. The reason for listing on exchanges is because there's so much money in these exchanges that when a new coin comes in, just a small wave of this money can increase the price of MintHub significantly. So that's basically the aim of getting into big exchanges, for example, like Binance, Bybit, so on and so forth. So that's going to be the second very large price increase. And also the altcoin season is going to have a significant impact in the price increase also. So that's absolutely great. This all followed up by the news of Bitcoin by the SEC is absolutely amazing. Funnily enough, that news didn't really have any impact on Bitcoin's price, which just goes to show how big the crypto market is. But it will get a lot bigger, especially at the Bitcoin halving. Guys, May 2024, so it's almost here now already. It's already midway through January, so February, March, April, May. In about 4 months' time, Bitcoin halving is going to take place. When Bitcoin halving takes place, in my opinion, in just less than a year from that point, Bitcoin will go up to at least $200,000 a coin. Mark my words on it. That's my prediction that Bitcoin will reach $200,000 a coin 1 year into the Bitcoin halving. So by May 2025, in my opinion, Bitcoin will be at a $200,000 price point. At its peak, it could be any time between that 1 year period. But that's my prediction, that it will reach that $200,000 a mark. Many of my friends, like a good friend of mine, speculated that it will reach $150,000 in just a few months after the Bitcoin halving. But this is the period of time when altcoins, alternative coins, that is, so coins that are not Bitcoin or Ethereum or BNB, for example, the coins that have a lower coin market cap, this is the period of time when those coins can literally 100x, 200x, 500x. Is a very, very good time. And in my opinion, it's going to be the final year where you can make ridiculous sums of money with coins like MintHub. And that's because when things go really mainstream after this Bitcoin halving, it's going to take a lot more money to raise the price that many multiples because of how much money there's in there. So for example, if I have a look now on my phone, the coin market cap for, let's say, Bitcoin. So instead of the phone, I'll have it here. So here's $842 billion is the market cap for Bitcoin at the current price right now. So what that means is for Bitcoin to double in price, it's got to have it's got to have another $800 billion that goes into it. Do you get it? So basically, when Bitcoin reaches a really, really high level, it's going to take trillions of dollars just to go up a little bit. So that multiple, for example, with Bitcoin is gone. But the multiple with coins like Avalanche, for example, is still there because the market cap is $13 billion. It will take, for it to go up 10x, it will take $130 billion. But for Bitcoin to go up 10x, it will take $8.4 trillion. Does that make sense? So this market cap for all of these coins after the Bitcoin halving is going to go up drastically. And so what that means is after that happens, it will take a lot more money to reach these big multiples. I believe right now that MintHub is going to have an absolutely incredible multiple, and I will never be able to find an opportunity like MintHub ever again for you after this. That's my belief. That's because of the Bitcoin halving. That's because of how big this altcoin season is going to be. And there's not going to be another one like it because of how mainstream the crypto market has gotten. The last time that I had an absolute incredible advantage in regards to the altcoin season was literally 2017, 2018. And I would basically tell all of these, crypto buddies of mine, we wouldn't say, did you make profit on this? We would say, how much profit did you make? Because everything was going up and everything was doing big multiples. So what we basically started telling each other was, how many multiples did you make on this? How many multiples did you make on that? Rather than, did you profit on that? And that time is taken a while now. It's taken about 8 years now, because the last Bitcoin halving was not really like that. But this one is going to be like that because of the way that things have shifted, because of all of these world events that have delayed the pump in the crypto market, and because of how mainstream it's becoming and that mainstream money is finally getting in. What's going to basically start happening is a lot of this mainstream money is going to go into some of these bigger coins over here. But then with all that market cap, guess what's going to happen? People are going to start to diversify into coins with a lower market cap. And so when they diversify into the coins with a lower market cap to exit their profits, that is going to pump up tokens like MintHub 100x, 200x, because it's a lot of money that's going to be going into it. I hope that makes sense. Then at the same time, with everything happening like that, and then MintHub going into multiple exchanges, things are just going to snowball from there. So I'm very, very excited about this. It's why I keep pushing MintHub. I have literally scoured the net. I've looked around everywhere. I've spoken to so many people. I've spoken to so many organizations to find something like MintHub. And I found it and I placed it inside of the CryptoNet network dashboard. It's something that, in my opinion, a multiple like this, I could probably never again be able to present you with. That's why I have this passion here for MintHub tokens. It just went up in price a little over 8% right before the Zoom session, about an hour before the Zoom session. Those of you, again, that are new here, make sure to get started, like all the information is literally at your fingertip. So all you have to do as soon as you register is you log in and you follow these steps. You click here on step 1 and start over here. CryptoNet Accelerator, video presentation, and start right here. That's highly, highly important. So that's basically, in a nutshell, what's going on now in the crypto market. I hope that made sense. Did that make sense with you guys about what's going on in the crypto market and why MintHub is going to rise in a very, very significant way, and why I'm very excited about it, and why I placed it inside of the CryptoNet network dashboard? Let me just mute everyone here. Just somebody's playing some music here. All right, so I just muted everyone here. So Sibu said that makes perfect sense. Farhad says your explanation has made perfect sense. Absolutely great, great. So everyone is saying it makes sense. So that's basically how things are really shifting in the crypto market. I've been in it for many, many years already. So I've been in it when Bitcoin was around $50. I took it very serious when Bitcoin was around $300 a coin. And so I've seen what's been going on from the perspective of almost the entire, not the entire history of the crypto market, but from much of its history. And I'm here to tell you, so has every single person that I know that's been in the crypto market for many years, have all unanimously agreed on this. This altcoin season is very likely going to be the last one that's going to have ridiculous multiples in the crypto market. It's going to be that last final chance. That's why I keep pushing you. It's why I keep pushing you to get into MintHub tokens. Whether it's a small amount, whether it's a large amount, whatever the case is, in my opinion, MintHub is something that can make you an incredible sum of money. And I've explained this on email many times also, that when it comes to the crypto market, hard work is not what's going to make you large sums of money. It's simply not. What's going to make you large sums of money in the crypto market is getting in early on the right coin and exiting at the right time. It's literally nothing to do with the work. That in and of itself takes a few minutes. So most of my wealth, even though I have worked very hard over the last 12 years, most of my income, more than 90%, can be condensed into an hour's worth of work in 12 years. How ridiculous is that? 1 hour out of 12 years of work has made over 90% of my income. Why? Because It's so quick and easy to buy a coin, then to sell it later at a very large multiple. So I hope that makes sense to you. So this whole delusion that we have been sold as a society, that hard work makes you rich, is false. If hard work makes you rich, my maid would be richer than me. If hard work makes you rich, the receptionist and the security in the buildings that I'm in would be richer than me. The construction workers would be richer than me. Hard work does not make you rich. What makes you rich is making the right moves. The only way to make the right moves is to follow someone who's making the right moves, and not just to follow him for what he says to do, but for what he actually does. So I'll give you an example. There are so many people that I look at and I don't follow their advice, but I do follow what they're doing. I hope that makes sense. So someone might tell you like, hey, you should do this and you should do that, but you notice in their actions that they're not doing it themselves. So that's not something you want. So MintHub is something that I'm purchasing constantly myself. I'm always buying more MintHub. As a matter of fact, for example, I'll buy up some more MintHub now. It's very easy to do that. The first step is to click on deposit now over here. So I'm just going to log in again. So the first step is going to be to go to deposit now. I will pick USDT. All right, I'll pick maybe $1,000 just to show you how it's done. Then I click on generate address. And by the way, every time I deposit, please look at this note. It says that each QR code and wallet address is for one transfer only. So what I'm going to do, if I place in $1,000 here, don't copy paste the same address over here. Instead, click on generate new address and then place funds in again. All right, so I hope that makes sense. I also typed in 1,000 here, but even if I put in $2,000, it's still going to go through. If I place in $10, it's still going to go through, for example. All right, so I'm just going to put it in right now, $1,000. I don't know why this QR code is not showing up. I'll just refresh here. Maybe the site is not the site, but my internet is a little bit slow. So what I'll do is I'll just send myself a message. So I'll just click stop share for just a second. I'm going to send myself a message. I'm just going to copy paste that address on for myself. And then I am going to share screen again, just a second. All right, so I'm sharing screen again. All right, so basically I'm gonna send $1,000 now into purchasing MintHub. So I'll show you just how fast this is. I'm just doing it on my mobile right now. So I'm just gonna click copy. And I'll go into one of my wallets here. $1,000. Confirm. All right, so I just sent $1,000 now. So I'm just going to refresh. Might take a minute or two to show up. It's a little bit slow. That's just the internet here. I think I need to get a new router to extend the Wi-Fi into this particular room here. That's the joy of having one too many square meters in the house. By the way, you guys are able to hear me perfectly fine, right? All right, perfect. So just in case that is already in, it should be in already. Yeah, so yeah, as you can see, that's in already, 14th of January, $1,000 already in. So I'm going to click on MintHub. I'm going to click on Buy MintHub. As you can see, there's my available funds. So it's that easy. I'll just put in the whole amount and I'm going to click Buy Now. Insufficient balance. So I'll just click 990. And token purchased successfully. It's that simple. As you can see, it's done. So I just purchased about $1,000 in MintHub. It was very quick, very easy. I did it right now in front of you. So all I did was I clicked on deposit now. I picked the coin and I ended up clicking generate address and I copy pasted. Always copy paste or use the QR code. And also, so I'm just going to type 50,000. I'm just putting a number here. Also, after you do a transfer, always click generate new address again, because it's one wallet per one transfer per wallet. So some of you have made that mistake, and then I've had to have tech look into it and then let it go through for you. So it's a lot of work for us to do that. Make sure that you actually click generate new address every time you make a transfer. So that's basically how to purchase MintHub. Now, how long did that take? That didn't take long at all. I put in $1,000, and if MintHub goes up to $1 a coin, I have just made, so right now, I'm going to pull out the calculator. So I just purchased MintHub at this price. So I'm going to make, if MintHub goes up to $1, I'm going to make 49x return. So that's $49,000. So I put in $1,000. If MintHub goes up to $1 a coin, let's say, and in my prediction, that's actually going to be the low end, then I've just made $49,000 right in front of you. And it took me 2 minutes. So this is proof, in a sense, that hard work doesn't make that much money. The right work, doing the right move is what makes that money. So look at me right now. Like I'm doing as I'm telling you to do. And I'm showing you the way. I have literally put MintHub inside of the CryptoNet Network dashboard. I would never dare put any coin inside of the CryptoNet Network dashboard. But MintHub is something that just had to be there. All of this shows you that I'm doing as I'm telling you. I'm making the right moves clearly. Therefore, if you do the same moves as me, the chances of your success is a lot higher than if you try to figure things out for yourself. MintHub is going to explode. So that's 49. Let's just make this assumption, okay? $49,000 is made. Took me 2 minutes to do that. If an average salary, like I've seen, like some people have to literally graduate from a university, spend 4+ years, $100,000 plus for a useless degree just to make $12 an hour. Let's give them $15 an hour. At $15 an hour, it would take them 3,276 hours to make $49,000. 3,276 hours. If they worked 10 hours a day, 7 days a week, right? So 10 hours a day, 7 days a week. Let's just say 30 days per month. So that's 300 hours a month, which is 3,600 hours per year. It will take them, basically an entire year of saving up 100% of their money to basically make that $49,000 that I just made now in 2 minutes. On top of that, they had 4 years of studying, so 5 years in total, let's say, and $100,000 in debt. And they're living in the basement, or they're living rent-free, and food is paid for, and the bills are paid for, and there's 0% tax, and they've saved up 100% of their income for an entire year, and they work 10 hours a day, 7 days a week with no break. That's how long it would take. What just took 2 minutes now on $1,000. So that's why there is a very big division between people with money and people without money. People without money, for the most part, it's not that they're dumb in any sense. A lot of people without money are actually smarter, but they're too smart for their own good. And their ego catches up with their intellect. So basically they think, oh, I'm this smart person that can do it all myself. And then that ego destroys them, and it makes them have to work 10 hours a day, 7 days a week without break for years on end to just do what I potentially have just done in 2 minutes. So the great division between people with lots and lots of money, more than they know what to do with, and people who don't have that, is taking the right action, basically taking a step back and saying, I probably don't know things that this person knows, and I should probably follow his guideline, follow his guide points, because you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Success is something that, and the longer society has been here, the longer that history stretches, the more everything can be broken down into a science. Because any situation you're in, someone else has been in. And any success you're looking for, someone else has had that. And many people have had that. And so you don't have to go through all of those things that other people already have. That would be foolish, wouldn't it? So in this sense, everything that I've gone through, you don't have to go through. That's why I placed MintHub inside of the dashboard. So you don't have to go through all the things that I've went through. You can just say, you know what, I want to, okay, I'll put in $1,000. I want to make $49,000 in 2 minutes with 2 minutes worth of work. Because just as easy as it was for me to buy it, later when it's time to sell, it'll be just as easy also. So that'll be another minute or two. So you've just spent 2-3 minutes to make $50,000. Marcus is saying how to sell. That's later. Right now it's in the private sale. So it's only buying as soon as it goes in the market, like when it lists on PancakeSwap, when the price is at 15 cents, then you can actually sell. And also, I personally, I'm not going to sell basically until things are on exchanges, because when it's on exchanges is when it can rapidly go up. How long until listing, Layla is asking? I mean, I'm not going to calculate it, but it's been going up between 1% and 3% every single day. So you can average out how long will it take from 2 cents a coin to 15 cents a coin if it goes up between 1% and 3% a day. And that's basically when it's going to list as soon as it hits 15 cents a coin. But it's going to be the perfect timing. Bitcoin halving takes place, altcoin season is basically live, and then it's listing. So it's the timing is perfect. You will not get rich anywhere else, in my opinion. Like, this is where that big multiple is. So I'm expecting you to take really, really fast action on this. And again, the price goes up every few days. So Layla, the longer you take, for example, making a big purchase into MintHub, the less MintHub you'll be able to scoop up because it's going up in price every few days. So just now, for example, if you guys, whoever didn't take action right like an hour before the Zoom session, it just cost you 8% more now to purchase it. And if you shoot yourself in the foot and say, damn it, I missed it. I mean, it's already gone up 3 times, 8%. It just went up 8% now in just the last few days. And basically you don't take action on it, you're going to kick yourself in the feet later when you're going to buy it when it's 50 cents a coin. Marcus said, how does the price go up? What's the mechanism behind it? That's a great question. So basically, how a coin goes up in price or down in price is very simple. Let's say that there is, MintHub, for example. Let's say that, or let's just call it token X, okay? So there's token X. Token X has $1,000 that goes into it, and $500 that, let's say that token X has 10 coins. Okay, 10 coins is $1 a coin. All right. So at $1 a coin, there's 10 people that are holding it. Let's say that I want to buy $100. I want to put $100 into this token. If I put $100 into this token, or let's say $90 into this token, now there's $100 in this coin. Does that make sense? So right now it's 10 coins, is $1 a coin, and there's $10 into it. If I put $90 into it, that means for the same 10 coins, there's $100 in it now. So that means the coin price is going to go from $1 a coin to $10 a coin. Now, if I sell, or a few coin holders, they decide all of a sudden to sell $50 worth of coins. So they exit the market. Now there's $50 in that coin, and there's 10 coins. So now the price has gone down by half. So now there is, each coin cost $5 a coin. So what makes a coin go up, the mechanism behind it, is that there's more money going in than there's money going out. It's just a simple supply-demand mechanism. At a private sale, the big advantage with a private sale is during a private sale, there's no selling. At a public sale means that when it lists on an exchange. Now, PancakeSwap is the first place that it's going to list. It's a decentralized exchange, and there's no regulations to it in the sense that it's not a centralized exchange like Binance. So when it lists on the exchange, now you're able to buy and you're able to sell, and the market is going to dictate the price. But the advantage of a private sale is that only buying is happening, which means with MintHub right now, money is going in, but not going out. So when that happens, it means that MintHub is only going to go up in price. It's not going to go down in price. When it lists, that's when you see the chart, and that's when you see it going up, down, up, down, up, down. But the idea is that it's going to go up in an upward trajectory for all the reasons that I stated on the email. So I hope that makes sense. That's the advantage of a private sale. Private sales, there are a few things to look into in order to determine if a private sale is going to be a success. I wrote about it on the Crypto Secrets ebook. It's a free ebook that everybody here has access to. MintHub has ticked all of those boxes and more. And so that's why I'm highly, highly excited about it. Private sales are where I've made the majority of my income, and I know what I'm doing with it. If I were you, for example, Mary, I would suggest not to try to figure it out yourself. Private sales is a very, very intricate, it's an intricate strategy. It's not something that anyone can just dive into, even though I give away my secrets completely on that free ebook. I do mention on that ebook also why it's just not possible for most people to do. It does take experience. It takes a lot of takes a lot of things, a lot of mistakes, a lot of errors, a lot of research into figuring out the right private cell to get into. That's why I placed MintHub literally inside of the dashboard for your safety, so you can be rest assured on things and you can actually just go heavy and not have to worry. Layla said, so the more people that join, faster that it lists, like on the public listing, basically. Yeah. It's not even so much about the more people, but the more money that goes in, the faster it will list. Mary asked, it's also possible that big organizations will invest hugely in buying Bitcoin now that it is legalized, leaving nothing for the rest of the market, which eventually will bring Bitcoin to an end. What will this mean for MintHub? Bitcoin will never be at its end. It will just continuously go up in price. Now, with big organizations, they can do things very smartly. For example, Mary, big organizations can basically say to you, Bitcoin is a scam, it's going to go down to zero, it's nonsense, it's a bubble, this and that, and they can place it on the news. Mary gets scared and she sells her Bitcoin to the very people who basically put that news out. And so they scare the population, Bitcoin goes down in price, then they buy up as many Bitcoins as possible, and Bitcoin goes up in price. Now, these big banks and big organizations are holding more Bitcoin than the average, than the rest of the market. So they have more control of Bitcoin. And so the situation is very simple right now, is that these big organizations are fully aware that the crypto market is the future. And it's now, and it's not a future that's later, it's now. And they intend to scare the average person into selling their shares of essentially what will protect and save your life. Because the way things are moving right now, there's already talks about currency that expires. So no matter how much you make, at the end of the month, you're going to be on zero. You have to spend that money. And this is something that's already been confirmed and already been tested in some areas, which is very scary. And so the only way for you to protect yourself now is to have your money in crypto. And so they know that. So what they will do is they will scare you into giving gold away, like you're literally the most valuable possession you have, to give it to them so that they have this valuable possession and you're left with nothing. And then they will put in all of that money. And so what will happen now when they put in all of that money is that Bitcoin goes up and up and up and up in price. But if you're holding on to these coins, you're buying up MintHub, you're getting involved in the market, you're making your huge multiples. And I'm even going to show you as a CryptoNet Accelerator members, for those of you that are Accelerator members, what to do when you're cashing out, like how to cash out, the way to do things. I'm going to show you all of this. What will basically happen is that you are going to be in a position where you have the freedom to pretty much do anything you want. You will have the freedom to not have to work in a job. And forget freedom, you'll be protected from what's coming, because what's coming is very, very scary stuff. And, you know, I'm not here to scare you or anything, but go ahead and just Google, for example, expired money, expired currency, currency with a timer. Just Google it. And you will notice, like, I might sound foolish now, but or some of you might laugh at me now, but I would give it a few years. And what I would see in a few years' time is I would personally be surprised if US dollar didn't have a timer on it. Meaning you go to work, whatever you're earning at the end of the month goes to zero. It's got a timer on it and it's controlled. So you're only able to spend certain amount of money for certain goods. And if you don't spend it, your currency, your timer goes to zero. They've tested it out in China. They're talking about it. The World Economic Forum is talking about it. And they did say by 2030, you will have nothing, and you'll be happy. That is the target by 2030. Now it's 2024. The next Bitcoin halving is going to be 2028. It's going to have nowhere near the impact of this Bitcoin halving. And 2030 that's it. It's finished. Everything you earn, everything you have is done because it will expire. This expired currency is the future of the currency, but you can't do that with the crypto market. And that's why SEC have basically gone forward like this. That's why these big institutions have basically said we can't beat crypto. Someone made a mistake here. Like, for example, Farhad made the mistake. Sorry to hear this. Puts in $2,000 to purchase MintHub, but used the wrong network. Instead of putting it in Bitcoin, they used some sort of they used the BSC network, and that means the money's gone. Like when you make a mistake, when you're sending a payment, especially through Bitcoin, and you make the wrong address, that money vanishes, unfortunately, which is it's not good. So there's nothing that can be done about that. This is why I tell people, like, please always double, triple check things right before you do it. All you had to do was go to deposit now, Bitcoin, copy and paste. And you should have chosen the Bitcoin network. You chose the BSC network, which is not good. And I think you messaged me on this earlier, and I just decided to double check, even though I knew what the answer was, but that payment didn't go through. It literally just vanished into thin air. You got to put in, like, the coin you pick is the coin you have to put it in. Like, you always, guys, you have to, this should scare some of you also. You really have to check. It's as simple as copy and paste. It's really that easy. So Marcus said, so it puts us in an advantage if we buy now. Yes, I understand. But since we need more people to buy to make the most out of it, don't you think it's more reliable when it's listed? No, no, no. Marcus, this is the mistake that most people make. Most people, Marcus, and I just mentioned this before you even mentioned that. I said very clearly that what most people do is they look at something, the price goes up like crazy, then they decide to buy it. How foolish is that? That's like, let's just take this bottle of water that's on my desk right now. That's like saying this bottle of water here costs $1. I'm going to wait for a crazy crisis to happen. And when that bottle of water costs $20, now I'm going to start buying it because it's $20. Why would I do that when I can buy it now for $1? Do you get it? It's like you're waiting. Like, I mean, how rich are you, Marcus, to just want to throw money away? Please send it to me. Because what you just said right now is, hey, I can get this for cheap, but you know what? I'm just going to pay a premium for it later. That's basically what you just said. And that's how people see the crypto market. It's funny because that, like, the average person looks for a discount for everything. I'm talking like almost foolishly, they look for a discount. They go to the grocery store, they say, this is 20% off, that's 50% off. It's great. It's Black Friday. It is, the holidays shopping, and there's these discounts, and they go crazy for discounts. And you see wealthy people, they don't go crazy for discounts. They couldn't care less. They'd rather pay full price. But when it comes to the market, those same people that are so crazy for a discount don't want the discount. They saying, you know what? I'm going to wait to pay the biggest price I can possibly pay for it. And then I'm going to pay for it. And then when guys like me are cashing out, Marcus is thinking, wow, I just got MintHub at $1. It's now 50 cents, I've just lost half my money. Why is this? Well, because I got in at 5 cents, it went up to $1, and I cashed out the big money, Marcus. That's why. So the average person, 90, this is not just Marcus, for example, I'm not taking a stab at you here, but 99% of people in the crypto market wait for something to go shoot up in price, while guys like me and the accelerator members have already purchased it and making crazy profit. Marcus makes it shoot up a little bit more because that's the foolish money going in now. And then me and my accelerator members sell at a major profit. And Marcus is holding himself thinking, what the heck just happened here? Now, I'm not talking like, I'm just using Marcus as an example. And then guys like, okay, I'll say the average person, right? 99% of the population, that's what they do. But then they go into the same people go into the grocery store searching for discount. How does that make sense? Oh, this bread here is expired, but it's 30% off. I'm going to get expired bread for 30% off because it's 30% off. But I'm going to wait for a coin to go up in price before I buy it. There's no logical sense to that even. I hope that made sense to you. I know it was a bit of a push there, but I hope that made sense to you, Mary. And not Mary, sorry, Marcus. Sadak said, could it happen that MintHub rises in price like $20 per coin after listing in public? It really could happen. I've shown examples. If you look at the price increase emails of some pretty decent pumps, I literally just a 5.67x pump, 567% is absolutely nothing. And at that, it's $1 a coin. So $20 a coin is something that absolutely could happen. No, Marcus, not 50% profit, 50% loss, my friend. 50% loss. So you're like, I got in at 5 cents a coin. MintHub goes up to $1 and I cash out in a very big way. And so does everybody else. What are they going to do? You get in at $1 a coin. Everyone's cashing out their big wins. Me, the accelerator members, and maybe some others. And then MintHub goes from $1 to 50, from $1 a coin to 50 cents a coin. You got in at $1 a coin. You've just lost 50%. Why are you waiting? Say the same people who are like this are the same exact people who are in the grocery store looking for discount, who are running into the shopping mall on Black Friday, pushing and shoving each other for 50% off a TV that's going to waste hours of their life every single day. So they're wasting hours of their life just to get and getting 50% off on a TV. But that same person is waiting for a coin to go up in price like crazy before buying. That's stupid. It's not even, it's not something that is, yeah, there's no other way to put it. It's actually stupid. Unless you're looking to burn money, which is great. I mean, if you're in a position to burn money, that's amazing. I'm not in a position to burn money. I'd rather get in cheap and exit big. Marcus, then don't buy it. It's as simple as that. My advice to you, Marcus, is don't buy it. Don't buy MintHub is my advice to you. If you're scared, don't do it. Or put in an amount that you're not scared about. Does that make sense? Put in an amount that doesn't scare you. I tell people all the time, if you're going to go into something, put in an amount that you don't have to think about. And then see where things go from there. So Marcus, that's my suggestion to you. Either that or, well, you are anonymous here because there's no second name, there's no face or anything. So I'll just say it. Grow some balls, Marcus. Grow some balls. This is my advice to you. Grow some balls. Why? Because later on, you're going to have this very big regret when you see this multiple and you've just like, I'm speaking to you here one-on-one and you didn't take action on it. And what I just told you made sense. And I hope for everybody else it makes sense. 99% of the human population, when they go, or people that are in the crypto market, they wait for things to go up in price like crazy, which is the dumbest thing you can do, because that's when it's time to sell, not when it's time to buy. So when it's time to sell, you're buying. And then when it's time to buy, you're selling. And your logic behind that is, I want to wait for it to go up like crazy first. So you have that fear of missing out, thinking it's going to go up forever. And then you buy it at the peak. Guys like me are looking at the profits already and saying, I'm going to exit. And then guys like Marcus are providing us that profit. Marcus says, another question is, let's say I am a millionaire like you. So how much I should buy, how much MintHub should I buy to get it listed? As you already mentioned, it gets listed if more money is invested. There's actually, I need to check that number, but this is a pretty decent amount of money that needs to still go in. But either way, it will list anyhow when it's the perfect timing, which is after the Bitcoin halving, when it's altcoin season. Even if it doesn't reach 15 cents a coin by then, which it will already, it's going to list because the timing is too perfect to miss on that. Now, for you to put in that kind of money for it to list, listen, millionaire ranges, honestly. What do you consider a millionaire? There are millionaires that are broke. There are millionaires that live a satisfactory life who really don't spend that much every single month. I'm spending $15,000 to $20,000 a month, not too much. Some people are spending a lot more than that, and they're not living comfortable. Some people have very big expenses. Some people have money in real estate. Some people have it liquid. So it really depends. If I was you, Marcus, I would go in with what you're comfortable going in with. And like people have gone in with $25,000, people have gone in with $100,000, people have gone in with more. I've gone in with a significant amount. I'm not going to share what that number is. And the question, like Marcus is asking an approximate, Marcus is basically asking an irrelevant question. The question Marcus is asking is, how much money will it take for it to get listed? I want to know the number. And I literally mentioned that MintHub has been going up in price between 1% and 3% each and every day. I have the MintHub PDF also answers the question for you, Marcus. So you can, if you want to make these very, very deep calculations, which by the way is absolutely useless to do. It has absolutely nothing to do with how much money you make. It's got absolutely nothing to do with what you need to be doing, which is taking action. Then if you want to do those calculations, go to the MintHub PDF and do the calculation yourself. I'm not going to do the calculation. And I am the one who put MintHub in the Kryptonet Network dashboard. So that just goes to show that you're over-analyzing. If you wish to over-analyze, that's absolutely no problem. You can over-analyze by going into the MintHub PDF section, going to tokenomics. There's the total supply. There's the listing price. There's the roadmap and the details. And you can actually number crunch the numbers yourself to see how much money it will take to get things up to 15 cents a coin. It's basically that simple. So you can actually figure that number out yourself. But right now, and you're over-analyzing because of your fear, you'll end up, in my opinion, if you don't even purchase, you'll end up purchasing when the price is extraordinarily high, and you'll end up losing money. This is my opinion. Unless you grow a pair, or you put in an amount that you don't have to think about now. Because I know I've been doing this for 12 years. Guys like Marcus, and I'm not saying you, Marcus, because you might, to me, you're actually, I get a feeling you're actually listening and taking this in, which is great. But guys like Marcus let fear defeat them. They get in later when everybody's in already and everybody's cashing out. Then they wonder why I didn't make money. I have a story of a guy. I posted this on YouTube, so I'm not making this up. I met him in Ukraine. I was in Ukraine right before the war kicked off. It was absolutely crazy. People were telling me don't go, and I was saying, Russia's at the border, everything's fine, don't worry about it. I'm gonna pay a visit. And then I left Ukraine, and then everything just went crazy like a few days after. I was in Ukraine. There was a gentleman that I met at a restaurant. We just struck a conversation. He got in Bitcoin when it was between $1 and $3 since that price point, all the way up to $50,000. And all he did was lose money. Why? Because they wanted to be that they were kind of like Marcus. What this person did was he purchased when it was when it went up like crazy, and then he ended up selling when it was going down, when people were taking profit. And he kept doing that from $1 a coin, Bitcoin, not other coins, Bitcoin, from $1 a coin to $50,000 a coin, and all he did was lose money. That's ridiculous. How can you lose money like that? You buy early, you hold, you sell at a large multiple. It can't get simpler than that. You don't know when that timing is, follow someone who's got a track record of it. You don't want to listen to the guy with the track record of it, then that's up to you. And now the only reason I'm having this stabbing at Marcus here about this is because I literally want to see Marcus succeed. I don't want to see Marcus making mistakes that I've personally seen people make for many years, Marcus. I put this on YouTube. I'll show it to you now. If some of you think I'm joking, videos. So Marcus, here it is. A year ago, I spoke about this. Ukraine tourist wrecked $3 per coin, per Bitcoin, yet he lost money. Do you see? A year ago, I spoke about this. Layla's asking me, why don't I buy all of it before it gets listed? What's the point of what do you mean, buy all of it? So you get the most profit. Oh, I've made a big purchase in MintHub, and there's so many people who have also. There's thousands of people who have purchased. Why not more? I'm constantly buying more. I'm constantly buying more. I'm not going to, Layla, tell you the position that I'm in, like how much money I put in. I don't want to throw people off. Maybe many years ago, as a source of inspiration, I would say things like, yeah, hey, I put this much money in, I put that much money in, or this is how much money I'm earning, whatever the case is. Now I've reached the point, Layla, where I'm not going to divulge how much I have personally placed in, or how much I am personally making, because the number for most people is just too insane. I'd rather not do that, but I'm putting in money all the time. Like I mentioned on one of the previous Zoom sessions, also, I did make a commitment, which I have been keeping to. And that commitment, if you see here, I'm just going to scroll down. Let's see where it is. I made a commitment that every single Zoom session, I commit between $4,000 and $10,000 in MintHub tokens. And I've been doing more than that, actually. So I'm putting in money every single time. Now, any other questions? I think we're done for now. I will actually upload this, which is great. I hope everybody here had an incredible time here on the Zoom session. There is a lot of things I want to talk with Tech about. a lot of things to organize. So that's going to be absolutely fantastic. I have also this setup, which I'm going to sort out right after this Zoom session. Thank you so much for being here. Layla, by the way, those were great questions. Your thought process was just a little bit wrong in that sense. Not wrong, but it was, how shall I put it? For me personally, I'm not going to divulge how much I put in when it was 5 cents a coin and how much I'm putting in now. But I'm putting in more and more every few days, pretty much. I mentioned that before, and I'm keeping to that. Every single time the price goes up, I'm basically putting some in, just to let you guys know, like, hey, regardless of what the price is, when I tell you guys to do something, I'm doing it myself. So I'm doing that also. So yeah, that being said, thank you so much for being here. See you on the next Zoom session in 4 days from now. Take care, guys, and until next time.